Hey guys, Jay, welcome back to the channel. Yo, guys, things have been kind of crazy on my end, and yeah, I've been wrestling with a lot of different things in real life. You know, it's just one of those things that happens. I have so many projects on the go, but at the same time, I also have I do have a job. You know what I mean? I have clients that I have to take care of, and yeah, it's just one of those things that tends to catch up to you if you're not paying attention to it. So yeah, I haven't been as active on YouTube as I should be. A lot of news has been passing me by, and I really wanted to catch up with you guys. As I'm not sure exactly what's going to be happening this weekend, so I just want to take this opportunity to really jump on and talk about a few things that I had on the top of my mind. And then I was talking to a couple of friends, and yeah, some big developments started happening. Projects which have come, and some of them like the Corsairs. There was a huge Kickstarter, and we got them over their goal, and not only that, they actually made additional unlocks during that campaign, and that was huge. That was pretty massive. Huge congratulations to those guys. They ran a great campaign, and that's going to be a bit of the theme tonight as well. But I did want to catch up on some of the news that's actually been happening in the toy world, because wouldn't you know it, guys, San Diego Comic Con is not that far away. I mean, it's literally around the corner, just a little bit over a month away. And now some of the companies are starting to peek out their heads to say, "Hey, we got some exclusives coming." So now is the time to start talking about these types of things. But there's a lot of other projects on the go which I think need some attention, and I wanted to take a little bit of time to talk about that as well. But it's just everything happening in the toy space right now is going all over the place, really. So many different announcements, so many different upcoming releases, and I just wanted to catch up a little bit because, again, it's been a while since I've actually sat down and discussed these things with you guys. And yeah, I really want to get back into it and into the groove. There's a lot of things happening in my life, but at the same time, you guys mean the world to me. I need to reconnect with a lot of you guys, and it was huge connecting with as many as many of you as I was able to at Motuniverse, which again was an incredible convention. Huge shout out to Mike Gordon and all of the team at Motuniverse, all of the volunteers, all of the staff, and of course, my friends AJ over at HeMadeIt.com, Sean over at Play Motu, and of course Micah Beyond, who is our volunteer director. They did an incredible job past couple weekends, and of course the man, the myth, the legend, Mike Gordon, who had a dream and really willed it into existence. If it wasn't for him, it just would not have happened. It would not have been possible. So huge shout out to everybody at Motuniverse for the bang up job. We'll touch on what happened at Motuniverse a little bit because it does relate to some of the things we're going to be talking about tonight. Really quickly, before we get started, let's go ahead and say hi to the chat. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. He Dad, boom, let's go. We actually saw and talked to He Dad. Just chilling, or better yet, saying sweating in my Nordic recovering sauna, waiting to start. Where are you at? It's hot as F. Oh my gosh. Take care, my brother. Don't overheat. Please don't. Terrence in the house, what's going on, dude? Congratulations again on a wonderful campaign. Of course, the pirate action figures, the Corsairs, amazing campaign. Congratulations, guys. Cypher63, wow, good to see you, my friend. How you doing tonight? And Kenzo's Creations, good to see you, brother. How you doing? Always great when Kenzo drops in to join us. And of course, the great Chet Maddox. Have a couple things to discuss. And of course, guys, if you haven't already, please consider downloading the Toy Hunter app, which is a wonderful way of keeping track of your collection. But as we found out on at Motuniverse, it's also a wonderful way to navigate your way around major conventions. So it was a lot of fun. Chet, if you're interested, you can pop on. We'll talk a little bit about the app. More than happy to discuss it with you. Nova's in the house. What's going on, brother? Should have got that passport. I know, right? might be doing some toy hunting this weekend. You just never know. It is a crazy time for us as Canadians to try and get some action figures. But I am actually finding some cool stuff in the wild though, and I do want to share that with you guys as well. That's kind of a thing as well. But yeah, lots of great things happening. So yeah, guys, let's start diving into this because there are a couple things I want to talk about a little bit before we get really deep into the weeds. But I'm just sending a quick note to Chet, see if he wants to pop in for a second, talk about the app because I think the app is a really big thing. Yeah, all right, I'll grab that tea, brother. Absolutely. V Ray. V Reyna Jr. What's going on, my friend? Good evening, Jay. Sorry, no updates on the Mattel Adventure Park in Glendale, Arizona. Man, I want to find out more about that. I hear there's some really cool stuff going on there. Nova, me so poor. We're all going crazy, especially with the Master Universe figures that are coming out. But yeah, man, it's crazy. I'll be hanging out with Nova a little bit later, but for now, good to see all you guys. Thank you again for joining me this evening. So, a couple of things I wanted to discuss right off the bat. Some things which are top of mind for so many things that are happening in the industry right now. But the first thing I wanted to talk about right away is I told you guys that this was going to happen. I was on a live stream not too long ago, and the first thing I was talking about, I was trying to get Tila actually a few days ago. I was trying to get Tila. And people saw me losing my mind, as usual, trying to actually get a pre-order for Tila from 2000X. And a lot of people were like, why are you panicking? Like, she's not going to sell out. Why are you panicking? It doesn't make sense. Like, there's going to be more than enough. And I was like, I don't think so. I think Tila, especially because she's a limited edition. And I think that's the key. Mondo has these crazy terms that they use. They use limited edition. They use timed edition. They use like made to order, like a lot of things. And of course they have their again limited edition and retail edition, right? So as soon as I saw limited edition, oh my god, I gotta jump on this. I gotta jump on this now. This is absolutely crazy. So this is what I was saying, and as I predicted, she's sold out. She is absolutely sold. And earlier tonight, Hector and Attack Peter were talking on the Mondo chat, and yeah, it's pretty crazy what's happening with Mondo right now. They're just kicking ass right now, seriously. Between their Ghostbusters projects, which apparently they do have an SDCC exclusive Ghostbusters pack, which you guys should definitely take a look at. Let's see if it's actually in the blog. I don't think it is, but hold on for a sec. Let's find out if it's actually in the blog. There's no link to their blog anymore, which I found very strange. But heading over there and hitting blog, that's because they haven't updated their blog in months, which is not a really big deal. But let's go ahead and head to Mondo News. So, guys, if you didn't already know, earlier, as I said, Hector and Peter, they talked all about Tila, the 1/12 scale action figure. How she sold out, what that means for the line going forward. If you haven't checked that out already, you definitely should check it out. The video is up right. The video is up right now. I'll put it actually in the chat so that everybody can actually head over there after this stream, of course, and you guys can take a look at how that went down. But yeah, always great to see these guys talking all about Masters of the Universe, of course. And everything surrounding it. Tila, definitely, guys, subscribe to the Mondo channel on YouTube. It's always great to hear the behind the scenes about how these things come together and what it means for the industry, and what, of course, Master Universe and Tila means to this line. I mean, she's got quite the history. So yeah, you definitely gotta check that out. And huge props to Mondo, and again, congratulations for selling out Tila, Captain of the Guard. For the 1/6 scale Why did that disappear all of a sudden? Anyway, what happened there? Oh, I saw what happened. Yeah. Oh no, stop. Yeah, guys, congratulations to Mondo once again for selling out their Tila on MondoShop.com. Huge congratulations, and of course, now this is where things kind of get sketchy. I'm going to do an entire episode on this, but this Master Universe line for 2000X has been kicking ass. I got to tell you, man. The Clawful, He-Man, Skeletor, and of course Man at Arms, absolutely bonkers. They are seriously killing it right now. But there's a problem happening right now, and it looks like Scalper Sam, as well as Flipor, and all the freaking flippers out there have been working overtime because, man, are these figures ever going through the roof? I'm going to do a whole episode on this. Do you collect for value? Because I don't collect for value. But if you are collecting for value, these particular figures are holding their value. Not only are they holding their value, they are absolutely killing it in terms of value. Clawful, just Clawful alone, is commanding ridiculous aftermarket prices. The eBay tax is real, everybody. The eBay tax is a thing. Holy crap. This is absolutely ridiculous. Anybody who actually jumped on the Master Universe 2000X line is probably doing really well right now, at least in terms of like holding on to a collectible, because this is truly the idea of a collectible. Check out these sold listings. These things aren't actually listed for sale. These are sold listings, everybody. Now, let's take a little bit of a trip back into history and check out Clawful, because let's remind ourselves how much was Clawful retailing for. Well, the timed edition for Clawful was $125 USD. Now, you got to remember that there was a tariff surcharge attached to that, so it came up to like $160, $170, something like. It was crazy. It was a crazy number. But I don't think anybody has to worry about that number anymore, because if you did not get yourself a Clawful on the first round and you're trying to get it on the secondary market, you're in for a bit of an ouchie right now. And these are all sold listings, guys. Clawful is going for a ridiculous price. It's $439.99 on the first two sold listings on June 18th. 440, 495 June 16th. 457, 437 mint sealed in box. Then we get really crazy, $479.99. And I saw something really nuts, $560. That's crazy. These numbers are absolutely astronomical. $399, $419, $400, $425. This is a consistent number across the board. It just keeps climbing. It keeps climbing. Every time we get a new sold listing, it just keeps climbing. $573.90, right? Sold on June 10th, right? And He-Man's no slouch either. He-Man is selling, in some cases, $405 for He-Man. This is crazy, guys. This is absolutely crazy. $329, $350, right? If you got in early, somebody got it for $168.50, right? Some people got lucky. Others were not so lucky. $350, $297, $450. Holy crap. This is insane. $370, like it just keeps going. And look, even Duncan is starting a pre-sale for Duncan right now. This is insane, guys. $299.99 for Duncan. Oh my God. What is happening right now? This is the secondary market. Oh my God. This He-Man sold for $515. $515. This one sold for $424. Oh, this is getting ridiculous. So it looks like Mondo is starting to print money right now, because this is just crazy. The Flipper Frank, Flipor, all the flippers out there, Scalper Sam, they're all really taking advantage of the Mondo boom, because these guys are absolutely tripling their value, tripling and in some cases quadrupling their value. So anybody who had second thoughts about buying or investing, let's say investing in Mondo 1/12 scale action figures, I don't think you have to be worried any longer. These things are turning out to be their weight in gold, like quite literally. So yeah, guys, if you have a Clawful, I suggest you hold on to him. And of course, if you're collecting for value, maybe now's the time to start looking into either the short game or the long game, because these 1/12 scale figures are literally killing it right now. And the latest in line, Tila, sold out in just over a day. It did not take that long. Actually, I think it was less than a day, because once I saw it, saying that there was only a few left, that was like at midnight, 3 a.m. in the morning. And I'm pretty sure by the time I woke up the next day, it was like 9 a.m., which was less than 24 hours. Tila had sold out. So, congratulations to everybody who got a Tila figure. That ship has sailed, and she's now going to go into the secondary market. Okay, sticking with Master Universe just for a little bit longer, because I want to really get into a real secret project. Sorry, it's not a secret project anymore, but I want to talk about a wonderful project which I've been following for quite some time. Who I had the pleasure of meeting multiple times. The creators of this project they've become very, very good friends over the past couple months. But before I get to that, I wanted just to cover on one really more quick note, because Mattel Creations, of course, Master Universe, He-Man, they still have not announced their SDCC exclusive yet. If they're even going to have an SDCC exclusive, they haven't announced it yet. But I'm pretty sure it'll be coming up pretty soon, unless of course I'm an idiot and I haven't seen it, because again I've been dealing with real life. If anybody in the chat knows if they've already announced the SDCC exclusive, which I don't think so, let me know, because I'm really, really excited to find out. The last one I think was Too Bad, which was awesome, but you never know. This is the year, right? The launch calendar, though, a lot of great things coming up for Mattel Creations. We got the Skelectors, we got the Hot Wheel collectors, Barbie Signature, Mattel Creations. But this coming Friday, June 26th, only about a week or so away. We have something very exciting coming up. This is a Master Universe pre-order, and it's not Club Grayskull exclusive. So there's a lot of speculation as to what this is. Some people are hoping that it's going to be another Preternia release, Powers of Grayskull release, which would be awesome. The previous release, which was I think the Horde version of I can't even remember his name. The Horde version of Extendar. I don't know. People in the chat are going to be screaming at me right now. But yeah, we have another exciting Master Universe release on Friday, June 26th. No indication yet about what this is. Now, I know our good friends over at Toy Habits have their speculations. Same thing with our good friend Masterversal Toy Hunter. He's got his speculations. But I am excited to find out what this is. It's not a Club Grayskull exclusive, so very cool. But I do believe that Club Grayskull still gets, I think, the one-day lead for pre-orders. So if you are a Club Grayskull member, set your calendars and your watches, because 9 a.m. Pacific time on Friday, June 26th, Master Universe will be having a drop on Mattel Creations. So that will pretty much wrap it up for our Master Universe news for now. Before we finally move on to the major topic for tonight, which I really want to talk about, because I've discovered a bit of some secrets behind this release, and I really wanted to talk about it tonight. But just before that, let's go ahead and first of all, let's go ahead and bring in my good friend, the man who helped us to make this incredible app for Motuniverse. Actually, it's not even. It wasn't an app from Motuniverse. It's a collector's app. But he was instrumental in helping us with the actual navigation of not only the schedule, but also the map of the venue, and so many other different features that are in this app. And man, he's just an amazing guy. Guys, please help me welcome Chet Maddox. Chet, what's going on, brother? How you doing?
What's going on, man? How are you?
Not too bad, brother. Not too bad. Are you all rested after Multuniverse? Like, how's it going?
I mean, look, Multuniverse was awesome, man. It was really good for like a first show. I think resting. I think is an understatement. As you know, you get like maybe a week, and then you have to start planning again for the next show. And so, we took away a lot over on our end for Toy Hunter and how to improve the convention experience from Motuniverse. So we'll ever be in debt to Motuniverse for letting us run
What
that.
are you talking about? You're talking the other way around, brother. We are indebted to you for the amazing work you guys did for the app and helping us to onboard and help the navigation. The what's it called, the schedule, the whole 9 yards. I mean, the app is so versatile in its ability to help people as collectors to get to not only navigate their way through a convention, but also keep track of their convention. Their collection. Because again, I almost did it. I almost did it again today. I swear to God, I almost did it again today. I freaking said, "Oh, I haven't bought Manny Faces cartoon collection yet," and I literally was about to hit buy it now on BBTS, and then I said, "Well, you know what? Crap. Let me check my Toy Hunter app again. Let me see what's going on there." And I said, "Oh crap, I already have this." So I was like, "Yeah, not a good idea to buy it the third time." Right. So it's absolutely crazy. I want to talk about the Toy Hunter app, but before we talk about that together, Chet, I still want to get to our main feature for tonight.
Sure.
And really quickly, I just want to address some of the people in the chat, because the chat's been going a little bit crazy. I didn't realize.
Let's do it. Yeah.
So Kenzo, Mono said tonight that they will re-release it tomorrow until Monday. Awesome.
Oh, nice.
So guys, do not sleep on this. This is crazy. This you saw. I don't know if you saw it, Chet, but the secondary market. And here's the other thing, guys, about the Toy Hunter app. The Toy Hunter app allows you to track the actual current listings on eBay and other bid sites, so that you don't overpay. Right, Chet? That's the key, right?
So basically, like if you were trying to get any of these aftermarket, you just go in and search. It'll tell you all the sold and live listings, and then also if you have it in your collection. It's not perfect yet, but it is keeping track of the market data. So it's crazy,
which is paramount, because as you saw, the prices on Clawful are all over the place.
Dude, that's crazy. I remember when that came out, I almost bought that, but I wasn't too sure about like the Mondo line right away.
Yeah.
But that aftermarket price, man, that is wild.
That is the eBay tax, my friend. That is the eBay tax.
That's eBay crazy. Tax and like FOMO tax.
That's eBay and FOMO tax. It is absolutely nuts. Did you get the full size Havoc staff? It's epic. You know what? There's another one that honestly I was thinking about it, but I was like, Dad, where am I going to put that thing? Like seriously, it's full size, and I love it, but I don't know. Hopefully it'll come back up for a pre-order. I don't think so, but there's another one of those eBay tax situations there, right? So you're
not supposed to use that as a filter to buy it. You just buy it and figure it out.
I know, right? Mike Bruno, a little late. What's up, Jane Chat? Good to see you, Mike. Always good to see you, Mike. A bit of an ouchie, a very polite way to put it. Absolutely, bro. Like that aftermarket price is ridiculous. Those scalpers are just like Flipboard is laughing his butt off right now. He is literally he's flipping those like there's no tomorrow. Kenzo's Creations, Tila will be re-released Friday. Yep, thank you very much. Appreciate that, brother. Nolan's it's a party now. Nolan is in the house. What's going on, Nolan? Good to see you.
Nolan, what's up, man?
How's it going? Kenzo, he keeps okay, thank you, Kenzo. Appreciate that. Trying to keep everybody in the know. Don't want you guys to miss out again. Esther, she's in the chat already, guys. And of course, we're going to be talking with them in a second, but I did want to give you guys a bit of a preamble just before we get started. EIIMCC, what's going on? What's going on, dude? Very good. No, not so good. I mean, that's expensive. No, that's just damn expensive. That's all I got to say about that.
So much. Yeah.
Just freaking nuts. Snell's World, attack track. Dude, if we get an attack track in the next round, I'm going to lose. If it's an attack track, I'm going to lose my mind. Okay, if Mattel Creations releases an attack track, I will literally lose my mind.
Is that like a instant second purchase for you? Like,
bro, that's like a day -1. Like seriously, if I can get down, well, that has to happen. Like we've been chomping at the bit for an attack track forever. It's crazy. No need to be that way, Chet. Okay, easy there, brother.
Well, he asked if he saw me. He asked if he saw me in the chat. I said no.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's what that was. Yeah.
No, on the 26th, that's my boy's birthday. He'll be 14. He'll be 14 man time files. Wow. Congratulations. Happy birthday to your 14-year-old. That's awesome, dude. Yes, happiest of birthdays. Thank you, Esther. Always the cheery one. Chet is in, and the chat on screen. Yes, he's right. He's the man's right here. He's
Yeah,
right there.
it's magic.
There it is. Kenzo. Awesome, Nolan. HB to him. Happy birthday. Yes, he turned mine 13 years. Oh, dude. Happy birthday to yours, man. That's crazy. That's awesome.
Happy birthday.
They grow up so fast. Noble Young 84488. Yo, Mondo, we're gonna put Big Tila back up on pre-order Monday at 11:59 a.m. Guys, do not sleep on that. Do not. You're gonna regret it. Have you seen those aftermarket prices? Do not sleep on it. Pick up two. Like, seriously. Nolan, that's awesome. Happy birthday. Absolutely. Happy birthday to all. The Toy Hunter app is sick. Yes. It is very, very useful. 100%. Fugman is back in the house. What's going on, Fugman? You going to behave tonight? I hope you will. But Fugman's always fun. He's always a fun guy to have around. Good to see you, Fugman.
I get what you did there.
Yeah.
I get what you did there. That's good. That's good.
And Micah Beyond is in the house. I believe June 26th. Item was the He-Man / Skeletor movie 2-pack. Sweet. Let's see how it grows. Let's see if that prediction is true. Looking forward to it. Thanks, fellas. Nolan and Esther. Yes. And of course, Fugman wishing everybody the happy birthdays. All right. So, Chad, I've been keeping an eye on this particular project. I think you met them at the show as well.
Yeah.
And right now, I really want this thing to do as well as it can. And in the last couple of days, they've actually started to move forward, which is exciting for me. If you guys don't already know what we're talking about, we are actually talking about a really exciting project, Gum It Up Makers, which answers the question, Chad. What if the Muppets met He-Man and, it just became a match made in heaven? I'm really excited about this project, especially after talking to the creators themselves. It really is one of those things where when I first heard about it, I was like, how come nobody's done this yet?
Yeah.
You know what I mean, Chet? Like I was just like, I can't believe no one's ever thought about doing this.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch Muppet Babies as a cartoon? I don't know if you ever watched it.
Yeah, I definitely would. Born in the 80s, I have to have watched that.
Yeah.
Fraggle Rock, all that stuff.
So they would do a lot of these little skits where they would pretend to be other characters in movies and television. And I was always waiting for them to do a Master Universe thing, like some sort of skit. They never did. They stuck to their Star Wars. They stuck to their Indiana Jones. They stuck to all those types of things. But I could totally see something like this actually being a thing, and I am really, really excited about this particular Kickstarter. But one thing that has been a little bit in terms of its overall scope. Yeah, I have been wondering, right? And tell me if you felt the same way.
Yeah,
I want to know more about these characters. You know what I mean? Like the designs are excellent. The designs are amazing. Like I am just blown away by the designs. Yeah, but apparently they're brothers. These two guys, right? Now those are two very different looking brothers, but I mean, like, families are families, right? I'm a heavy set guy. My brother's actually he was really thin, but then he decided to start
enjoy food more.
he had that whey powder, man. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, we're very different people, right?
Yeah,
and I'm loving the designs. I'm loving the look of these things, but I want to learn more. I mean, like these little skeleton guys. Freaking awesome. The designs themselves are definitely not I'm sold on the designs already. I'm already sold on the designs. But I need to know more. I need to know more about these things. Now, here are the two creators, Esther and Danny Aria, and they're both professionals in the animation field and story fields and writing fields. And what they've done here is something which is incredibly unique. I've never seen anything quite like what they're bringing to the table. They've assembled quite the team. You know what I mean? Animators, storyboard artists, writers, right? Comic book writers from DC, like who worked on DC, Marvel, Disney, right? So
Yeah.
the pedigree is there. Chad.
Well, you know what's crazy? Danny and Esther are very they're very humble people. But I will say when you look at the Gum It Up makers and you stare at the characters and you feel like you've seen these before, or you feel like an association to them out of nowhere, a lot of people don't know, but that's probably because you're used to seeing Danny's work all over Disney. And so a lot of people don't know that. But I mean, Danny, like just one of my favorite all time is like Coco. That's all out of Danny's head. He did that entire thing, all of those characters. So I think we talk a lot about in the industry that we're in about wanting something new and unique, and wanting something that just hasn't been done before. And this is that, right? And so like I want nothing more than for this to kick off. But I've been in contact with Danny and Esther a lot, and I do know that regardless of the Kickstarter, there is like 2 to 3 different paths that are still being like traversed. So this is a reality. This is going to be a reality. But I say if you have that shelf where you have like independent maker toys, and that's what you're really looking for. I think it's funny. A lot of times we hear people say we want something new and unique, but in my head, it's like, well, do we want something new and unique as long as it looks like everything else we're used to, or do we want something new and unique? And this is something that like belongs on your independent shelf, right? Because it doesn't look like anything else you're going to have in your collection.
No, 100%. The designs alone are just so absolutely unique and so wonderful. But this is the question. Like, I see all this world building. You know what I mean? I see these locations. I see, dark alleys, and I see bright colors, but I also see a lot of shadow and foreshadowing and mood, right? Yeah. So and then I see all these freaking characters that I don't know anything about them. They're so cute. They're so adorable. But at the same time, when you start looking at, sorry, there they are. But when they assembled a great team, by the way. We can talk about them in a second. But when you start looking at the other side of the coin, right? They've also started talking about, I mean, come on, that's freaking Falcor the dragon, man. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. That is freaking
it's a mix between Falcor the dragon and their dog. Yeah,
dude, it's crazy.
These I'm not gonna call it right. They're called skeletons, I think, because they're skeletons, but they're skeletons. Yeah. These are ones that it's like, I want to buy this, and then when I get it, it's just like a box and they all rattle in there and I can just take them out. This is what you would like world build with. Yeah.
Absolutely. Right. But then, so not only is like this world is vast. It's a vast world. We see more characters, villains now. We got makers versus takers. I want to learn so much more about these. So,
Scoblins. I've been corrected by Esther. They're called Scoblins.
They're Scoblins. There you go. Right now, let's talk about their goals here. So, right now they have 7 days to go.
Yep.
All right, 7 days to go. $78,400 goal, and they're just at around close to 20,000. Now that's actually jumped in the last couple of days.
Yeah,
right? It's jumped the last couple of days. I really want to try and get as much awareness on this as possible. And to help facilitate that, I want to get some behind-the-scenes information from both Esther and Danny, because I think that if we learn a little bit more about the characters and their world, I really do think that that we'll get a lot more people interested and really just get people invested into this project. Yeah. So you know what? We've been talking all about them. They've been listening in, and it's crazy. It's just funny how that works. But guys, let us, please help us give a warm welcome to the creators of Gum It Up Makers, Danny and Esther. Danny, Esther, how are you guys doing? You're on mute.
Hey, they're figuring it out. I came off mute pretty quick.
I was like, oh my god, I hope I have my clothes on.
You know what? Who was it? Terrence.
Yeah, Terrence. Yeah, with that we didn't know. Yeah.
I saw that. Remember?
Yeah,
like, his shorts were on. I was like, "Whoa, stop!" Right? That was crazy.
Yeah.
So Danny, Esther, I love this project. You guys know I love what you guys are doing with Makers. It has jumped in the last couple of days. Obviously, the closer we get to the deadline, more FOMO hits people. Things are starting to, like, you've done a great deal of awareness with your campaign. But I'll be perfectly honest with you. I think what's been missing is a little bit more background, because I love the way these two characters look. I love the idea that they're brothers. I love the colors. I love what little world, how, the world building you've built around this. But I think that we could benefit a little bit from some background on these characters, and maybe what the future is for these characters. So I'm gonna let you guys talk a little bit, but I got in touch with Danny and Esther, and I we talked about this a little bit, and I said, hey, you know what? Do you have anything to show us? So anything else you can show us for the campaign? Just even if it's just a tease for the next round or whatever it is, right? And they let me take a peek behind the curtain, and I was shocked at how much is actually that you guys have not revealed yet. I was actually very, very shocked, and I really did want to show people at least some of the cool things, at least one thing that you're working on behind the scenes. But before we get to that, can you tell us a little bit more about the story? How do these characters relate to each other? I know they're brothers, and what is it that they're looking to gain, and like the villains, how do they play into this? Like how much can you give us in terms of overall story and story points?
No. First of all, man, thank you so much for having us, Jay. And dude, like this whole journey has been such a blessing. We've learned already so much, man, and we've met some amazing people like you guys, and this is like lifetime friends. I don't see this as just like, oh, what's up, just like you guys are amazing, and so we already won in that way, right? But there's no moral victories, right? We got to achieve our goals. And so the story, right? So what happened was we did have a story in play that was really getting far along, but something happened, and something unfortunate, that we weren't able to get it done on time. So it was like creating this thing like, well, do we want to rush the characters to get out, or do we want to finish the story? What do we want to do? And it just became like a kind of a mess. But we were like, you know what? Let's do it anyways. Let's see what happens. Let's put our best foot out there, and we'll just go with it, So so story-wise, where we were, and by the way, guys, like everything I'm telling you now could change. It was just like an early phase of it. I'm really excited to share that we actually asked a friend of all of ours to help us. And do you want to say, Esther?
Well, we're in the process of hiring, so it's not official yet. Let's just wait a little bit. But we've been in contact with someone to help us get that story where we want it. Danny has said before that the toys aren't just the end all for us. We want to create this world, and it all started with the base of the makers and takers. The makers and takers basically are, you have the people in the world that are makers, that are out there, your go-doers. You get up in the morning, you have your, you're out there doing something and creating with your hands. Takers, obviously, our couch potatoes, our Wall-E characters that somehow became to existence, right? But that's like the premise of it, the makers and takers. But our story is still a little in the works.
It's in flux. Basically, the idea is that Munchie and Boobaloo are twin brothers, right? And they're growing up in this small town, this small village called Poplin. And what they are is just they're makers, right? Natural makers. So they go on this journey of making things, and as they make things, they learn things along the way. And then there was this whole quest of meeting friends along the way, and that's how you get that lineup of Gum It Up makers. And then on their journey, they encounter the takers, right? Which is Queen Mildred, who's leading them at the top. She's the evil lady who rules them all. But then she's got her minions, and she's got her army builders and the little Scoblin characters. So there's a lot of like fun things that I know that we still want to include. But guys, we honestly ran out of time, and maybe I didn't want to put the Kickstarter on hold because I was like, no, we've gotten so far, we've been working so hard. but maybe that was my stubbornness, right? And I should have probably waited just a little bit more. But like I said, I am excited to share that we have like someone who knows story, who is going to help us write this next pass that we hope to keep moving forward with.
That's awesome. So a couple, if it's okay with you, I'd love to share some of these little sketches that you've already revealed some of these characters. So here they are. These are the takers versus the makers, right? You've already revealed the names of pretty much all of the makers themselves, right? Yeah. And now, is it cool if I show a couple of the?
Please, yeah, go. Hey, whatever, man. Whatever you think is cool.
Okay. Yeah. So I love this sketch here, and we'll probably get into the full version of it in a little bit, but obviously, these are the baddies, right? And so who are these? Like, can you give us?
Yeah.
Have you fleshed out the names exactly? Or?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. We got the names down.
Okay.
The guy at the top, the bird, starting with that bird character, that's King Kaka.
King Kaka. Wow, I love that.
Depending on how you say it, it could be King Kaka too. And then right below him is his beautiful bride, evil Queen Mildred. And the reason she's named that, guys, is because I had a babysitter when I was like 4 years old who used to like hit me with a wooden spoon.
Actually, yes. So that thing is going to turn into a spoon. That's part of the story.
Yeah, so that's not
that's awesome.
Thing. Now it's going to be a spoon, right?
That is so awesome. I love it.
So someone on somebody's stream suggested it, so I can't take the credit for that. But I loved it, and I was like, yeah, that's great. And then that little flying guy there, that his name is Skeets. He's a little monster mosquito.
And he is actually one of many Mildred's goons.
Yeah, and so this is her little pet. So this is the one that she keeps close to her on her shoulder, kind of like Iago and Jafar in Aladdin.
Gotcha.
And yeah,
that's cool.
I
love the belt. No matter what, I love the Master Universe, like
oh yeah,
type of loincloths. I love it.
Good.
I love it.
So good.
And what about this little guy, or this big? I don't know.
Yeah, that one right there. That's Coblob. It's like this half like kind of lobster monster kind of creature thing, lizardy kind of thing.
Nice.
Yeah, just having fun with the creatureness of it, right? Because I have like this really cute characters on the other side, so on this side I needed to really juxtapose that with some more like dynamic, more creature and cool looking characters. Honestly,
awesome. And then we got this moblin looking kind of guy. Who's this guy?
That's Nom Nom.
Nom Nom.
Nom Nom. Oh God, I love it. I love the names, man.
So far, he's been a favorite. So
yeah, if you go to my Instagram too, on the Gum It Up, you could see a rendering of that guy too. So you could see more in 3D what it looks like.
Was it at the bottom? Where was it?
Recently, actually, it should be one of the more recent ones.
What are you talking about?
The painting of him. It's on mine. I apologize. Can you go to RRR Yaga?
Okay, sure.
I apologize.
No, it's okay. So is it one word?
RRR.
Just triple R.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. Yeah, that one. I apologize. So that's okay.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Yeah,
that's really cool. Does he have cavities too? Like, is that? I see the two molars and the wisdom teeth.
I was thinking about it. I was like, they could be cavities.
We should have done him silver.
Yeah.
Some
silver. Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
That is so cool.
It's kind of like what I do at work too. I just do like a conceptual painting or design, something that inspires somebody. So that way, you hope to, that people can see it and then tell a story from it, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And again, I love some of the environments you're starting to put together. So now we know a little bit more about these characters.
Yeah.
And again, the story's still being fleshed out. You have a great team working with you. But of course, there's a lot of things that there's a whole thing that it takes to build this. But I love this scene right here. You know what I mean? This one really caught me. Obviously, this is the image. We see the makers taking on the takers. Now, do the takers rule this world, or or is it there's?
Yeah. That was the idea. Is that they're the ones who are in charge. They're in control of everything, and these guys, makers, they want to just live life happily, but they can't because these takers are constantly in their in their life. So
Queen Mildred has the power right now
yeah,
of what we call in Popland power pop. And they go on this adventure and discover that they become makers, and it takes certain things to become a maker.
Yeah, all their accessories and all the weapons and stuff that you see, that the reason they're pink is because they were supposed to be made out of gum, but not the gum that we chew. It's the gum that's called power pop in their world, that powers their world.
Okay, and that gigantic sphere in the middle of the crystal castle there, like, is that the gum? Is that
that's the power pop?
Yeah,
that is the power pop. Wow,
that is the source of the power pop.
That is what Queen Mildred has right now as we speak.
Yeah.
Oh, so she possesses that now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That is
Yes.
incredible. Yeah, no, I think that
So good.
yeah, Chet, like these characters are just like, they just pop, and like not like we're talking about popping. These characters pop. Like
Yeah, this would be like, this scene would be like, if it ever does go back on to Kickstarter, whatever the next journey is.
Yeah.
This scene would be like the all-in set. So you get all of these characters.
Yeah.
And display.
Yeah.
Because I would set that up in my house right now. So this is awesome. Yeah, I think what's really good is I think stories really start to come together when you can start seeing the villains take place. I've always been like a villain type of person, so whenever I see them, it's like, okay, now I'm understanding the story. So but it's really good. It's such an abstract idea for everything to have existed, but because of gum.
Right.
So I think it's awesome. This is really cool. Like I said, though, the Scoblins need to come in a pack. That just has a lot that I can shake.
Yes.
That's all I want.
Yeah,
I just want to take it and know I'm getting Scoblins.
I'm thinking it has to be a 3-pack, right?
We're actually, with that we've shared before in past streams. We're working with Sebastian Toys.
Yeah, Sebastian Gomez Toys is sculpting.
The infamous Sebastian Toys is sculpting the Scoblins now.
Yeah.
So.
But he's taking his time, and I want him to, because there's no rush, right? It's
He's a busy guy.
It doesn't seem like we're gonna need them right away, so that's okay. But I'm excited to keep pushing this forward no matter what, you guys, because I just feel like this project makes me so happy. Even when I'm at work all day working on animation stuff, like I get to come home, and then this is like, I love this. This is like, I love toys. I love animation, obviously. And this is a way I get to like keep tangible things still alive, because so much of the world is digital these days, and I just really miss everything being tangible, being able to walk into a Toys R Us, being able to insert a Nintendo game, even though you had to blow on that damn thing and to get some pizza. It was like that was part of it,
Yeah.
That's part of the culture. Yeah.
It was so fun, and 80s, growing up as a 80s kid was amazing, man. Like, I'm just like, dude. So honestly, like, this project has all like my loves really kind of into like one thing,
and bringing back that, like, we say it a lot, in our posts, but just that imagination, and I've said it before, is just losing ourselves. I think before it was okay to like play with toys, right? And somehow you go through this transition in life where it doesn't become cool anymore. And then we all have the same road in life, but we realize sooner than later. I wish we realized that this whole time, it's short, and we all have the same destination, right? So why not enjoy life? But that's the whole point, is just finding that childhood and that inner child in you, and being able to use your imagination.
Yeah.
Again, the world building in this is so strong. But as you said, you guys, obviously both of you come from such creative backgrounds, right? And I really wanted to just bring attention. That's different. That's up. But I really wanted to bring attention to this again, because we are 7 days away. And I think we can still make up some ground. You know what I mean? Because I really do believe in this project. I really want it to do as well as possible, no matter what happens. Yeah, no. You don't have to thank me. I think this is something we all want, right? But I think that I think that with a little bit more awareness, a little bit more understanding about what the characters are and how they connect to each other in the world, what they mean to each other, and what what it is. Because we're looking at the stuff like there's a giant globe. It looks like a big gumball, right?
Right.
there's some dark villains, there's some really bright characters, but and of course these two characters that we really want to back. But at the same time, I think that with a little bit more grounding, a little bit more connection, I think that would definitely get people on board and really invested in this. Now, before we do this, one more thing which I wanted to, as a treat to everybody here who's joined us tonight, because again, I think people would really like to see, as you guys said, you're both like Dan, your animation background and everything. I think it would be really cool to showcase something really cool. I don't want to, it's just a little bit. It's not exactly done, and I want everybody to know exactly that it's not exactly done. But I think it'll get people excited if they see something tonight. But just before we get to that, let's take a look at the chat and see how everybody's doing. Kenzo, it was awesome meeting you both in Motuniverse.
My friend,
both of them, and chat, everybody. It was incredible meeting you too, Kenzo. Like we all met for the first time ever in real life. It was crazy. It was incredible. Nolan is very excited about gumming it up.
We love Nolan, man. Nolan's awesome, dude.
Yeah, it's not a party without Nolan. It's crazy.
Exactly.
Man says to go on, keep going, and he likes it so far.
Okay.
Pathfinder Bill, evening Jay. What's chat? What's going on, Pathfinder Bill? Good to see you. Ramen Toys in the house. Speaking of makers themselves, there is the great Ramen Toy.
Yep.
Doing their own thing, and of course they have a bunch of projects on the go. Pathfinder Bill, I'm loving the app chat, but I wish I could add more of my collection onto it. I don't know. Is there a restriction, chat? Like I'm not sure what you mean.
Yeah, so I mean, I think the restriction is, I think it's like you can add up to like 35 in one collection, and then there's the paid version of that. The paid version is really just covering the server costs. It's not really, there's no profit there. So once you do like Hunter Plus, which is the best one, you can add unlimited. So we can get into that in a little bit.
Sure. Yeah, we'll definitely talk about that in a bit. Mike's saying about hi to Ace. Let's see here. Anybody else who I haven't said hi to yet? Looks like there's a lot of. Oh, here we go. Nolan, those little guys look so awesome. Very punkish.
Yeah.
How did you come up with these little? What did you call them?
The Scoblins.
Scoblins. Yeah,
it was cool like I was just thinking of like skeleton, but then I was like, oh, would she have goblins though? And I kind of just like merged the two. Yeah,
that's awesome. Rami says support this with a comic book, and this will make it no question. I tend to agree. I tend to think that if there's some media behind this, I think people will really get excited. And again, we have a surprise for Ramen. We have a surprise for everybody tonight. So we will definitely, be surprising everybody. I think so. It's going to be crazy. It was great. Obviously, it was awesome to meet Ace at the show again, and he met everybody on screen. It was amazing. And Mike, I like what Ace suggested. Comic book would be awesome. So yeah, there's a lot of things in the works, right? I think you guys are working on that behind the scenes. Vincent is in the house. What's going on, Vincent Lay? Good to see you, my friend. And here we go. Mike, I want an army of Scoblins. Absolutely, man. It's going to be great.
I hope to give it to you.
We want them. We want them too. It could be even simplified, cartoon style, like Pet a Pig. Not that I know anything about the animation. King Kaka.
Yep, that's right, Ace.
That's right. That's Evelyn in her 70s. Oh, dang. Mosquitor. No, it's not Mosquitor. It's I love the names he's coming up with. Salamander.
Yeah, right? Go Ace is on a roll, man.
Top Life looks like an angry bird. I'm pretty sure there's some.
Yeah, a little bit. I can see that. I saw that comment. I was like, I agree.
No Chewy's in the house. What's going on, Chewy? How you doing? Always one of the toy daddies. Always great to see Chewy in the house. And Mr. Wonderful, there he is. Mr. Wonderful Stacks. What's going on, Travis? Good to see you, brother. Just in time too, because we are going to show something that has never been seen before. And with the permission of Danny and Esther, I saw this and it blew my mind. It literally blew my mind. So I wanted to give everybody a chance to really experience the possibilities what the future of gum nut makers could look like, regardless of what happens. But I really want to push this. I really want to get these figures out to market. I want to make sure everyone has a chance to pick these up because they just spark the imagination. The creativity behind this is just incredible. But let's have a look at something that I don't think anybody's ever seen yet. And really, it's not really ready for anything. But you know what? Why don't we have a quick look at this? Because guys, this is really, truly behind the scenes. You guys are going to be the first ones to see this. So hang on to your butts. Let's have a look at this. And I hope you guys enjoy this.
And then after you guys see it, then I'll explain.
Oh yeah, exactly. 100%. It needs a lot of explanation. But let's enjoy this, guys, because this one is something I don't think any of us have ever seen. So let's have a look at this. So here we go. That was incredible. That was, oh my god,
it's like, so good. It's so good. Yeah.
Holy crap. That was like, what was that, 10-second trailer, 15-second trailer, or 30 seconds? It was 30-second trailer. Yeah. That was incredible. And that's just an animatic. That's not even there's no animation there. It's just a whole bunch of stills. But oh my god, guys. So Danny, talk us through that. What did we just see? I mean, that was something else, man. That was
it was so what happened was we had an awesome storyboard artist helping us and an awesome comic book artist helping us and an awesome producer, and that was Vic what's his last name again?
Vic Del
Vic Dachel, yes. We used to work at Filmation, you guys, and he was actually a storyboard artist on the first He-Man series, so it was such an honor to have him. And then Ian Dorian, who was also a comic book artist and works for Marvel for DC, and was also helping do these boards for us. What happened was they were doing such a great job, and we were making a lot of momentum. But again, it got so close to the time for the Kickstarter to happen, and the guys just ran out of. They didn't have much time to do, to finish the job that it needed to make sense. And so because of that, I felt awful. I didn't want to put pressure on them. I already felt bad because I'm not paying them, like it was just like the kindness of their hearts to help me. And so I couldn't like give them notes or anything because how could I when they were already working really hard and they were so busy. So we kind of just like left it where it was. And the reason why we haven't put this out, it actually has a lot more than just this, you guys. But the reason we haven't put it out is because if we were to put it out, there would probably be more questions than answers, and we'd be like, maybe we should have just waited.
We're working on the story part of it. That's the part of the animatic. That's like the narration of it, and there's a portion of it where we have like maybe 2 minutes done. Yeah. So we'll hopefully we could get that out to just show a little bit more.
I mean, I don't know.
It's rough.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Should we put out something that we know is going to change still, or I don't know? You tell me.
I'll be honest with you. This just, like as you said, this just makes me want to know so much more. And I just like seeing this bad. I mean, they're freaking tossing around little kittens, man. Like what's going on here? Like it's crazy.
That was a scene.
So that's one of the scenes. It was one of the notes. Is that they were supposed to. So he's one of our guys.
Oh no, this is where you meet Niblet. Niblet's one of our characters on the Gummit Up Makers. He's one of the little cat guy. Yeah. And so he's they're like a little band of Ewoks. I would call them.
I love it.
Right. And so it's just it was so fun, you guys, and we were making so much progress. But I just can't put pressure on the guys like that to keep giving me their time like that if I'm not paying them. So I'll figure out a way to keep moving this forward. But right now it's just. This is where we're at, Yeah,
but you know what? This is crazy. I mean, like just the whole concept, the world building is just incredible, right? And you know, again, this I'm so amazed in all this. I do truly believe that yeah, I do wrong. I do truly believe that if your team had the time, right? Because again,
Yeah.
it might have been a little early to market, you know, because again, if there was a little bit more of a trailer already, I think that a lot of people would be able to connect with these characters a lot more.
Yeah.
But I'm going to do my best. I'm going to get as many toy tubers on this, and we're all going to try our best to, on these last 7 days, see where we end up. Because I want to know more about the Gundam makers. I want to know more about these characters. I want to know more about this world. I think that's really what it is. You've hit a nerve somewhere, and I think that all of us are really chomping at the bit to find out about it. But again, there are a lot of people who are just hesitant about new properties, new IPs, if they don't know enough about it.
Yeah,
right? I think that seems to me to be the case. I think that it's definitely something that was, again, you sort of ran out of time with your team, right? Then that does happen, and I get it. You don't want to push them. I'm very, you know, not to have too much inside baseball, but it's very much the same thing with many projects like this, right? Because you're friends, you know what I mean? Your people, your colleagues, and their time is precious. Your time is precious, and normally that type of attention it costs money, right?
Yeah.
And you can make that money up with the Kickstarter or whatever, but I think that the tools, you need more tools right now. You know what I mean? Like it's really one of these things. Ramatoy right away says this should be in the Kickstarter, right?
Yeah.
Which is I think a really good move. If you guys have the 2 minutes, here's the thing. I think a lot of us would love to lend our voices to this. If you want to, help.
Love that, man. Danny Green, like #1 is
Danny Green. Everyone wants Danny's voice. Trust me. Everyone wants Danny's voice. It's wonderful. Mario's in the house. Tor Cartel. Hey, Danny. Hi, Esther. What's up, Jay? Good to see you, Mario. Always good to see Mario in the house. So much work for just a few seconds. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's an incredible amount of work for
seriously.
Yeah.
That was like months and months of work. It's not just that section. There's a lot more, like I said, you guys. But
it was close to like a year.
Yeah.
It's crazy, right? Nolan just makes you want more. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
You spend a few hours in the kitchen and munch up the meal in minutes. It's true. It's true. It's definitely enterprising. Danny and Esther, you got something awesome going on here, and that's high praise from a toy manufacturer. So
seriously, seriously, thank you, Ace.
No chewing. This is cool. Content is king. Anything to help drive engagement. 100%.
Yeah.
I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
And you know what? If it's okay with you, you guys saw the thumbnail, so maybe we'll just tease you guys with one more little image. For all of us Masters of the Universe fans, we'll just show this last thing, and it literally will be the last thing for Gundam Up makers tonight. But that doesn't mean that it's the last thing. Period. We're going to keep this going. Oops, I got to remove this first. So studio and add this. Oops, sorry guys, it disappeared. And guys, to say that Masters of the Universe and She-Ra, Princess of Power, and the worlds of Eternia have inspired this, I think is an understatement. So I just wanted to, and with permission, I wanted to show this because I thought it was like the coolest thing ever. Because for me, again, very close to my heart, I was just blown away by this. So I saw this image, I was like, "What is that?" It made me think, what is going on with that, right? And I was like, all right, I gotta make this into a thumbnail, which I did, right? And I was like, okay, so now I gotta find out what the final image looks like. And I was totally blown away because we know Munchie, what Munchie to us, right? So far anyway. All the images of Munchie are this, he's like a young kid, you know what I mean? He's a little young kid, very, very probably new to the world. And to me, his big brother takes care of him, you know what I mean? Like that, that's that kind of dynamic that I see from them. But as again, if we're talking about the future, right, the future of what happens in the story, again, like what the possibilities are. The possibilities are endless. So, like, I'm excited. Again, no words, no explanations on this one, but I am absolutely thrilled. I mean, this is crazy, right? As a Master Universe fan, as a fan of properties and Muppets and all that crazy 80s goodness, this is definitely one like that I'm over the moon with.
Yeah, I want Esther, you want to share a joke about this?
We could. I'll let you do it.
Okay, well, here's the thing. So here's what happened. This was an idea that when we were meeting with Vic and we were meeting with Ian, and they came up, Vic was like, well, in the 80s, guys, there was always a transformation. So which one of our characters is going to transform? And I'm like, huh. And I thought about, I was like, well, you pick Vic, and then he picked Munchie. And we went with it for a little while, and then we realized, oh crap, like the movie's coming out, like this is actually kind of fun, we can play with it. So I did a drawing of Munchie, like, yoking up like He-Man.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Exactly. And I was like, oh, that'd be cool. And I was like, wait a minute. And then I thought about it for a while. I was like, it's totally ripping off He-Man. I can't do that exactly. But then Esther thought of a great idea where he gets like strong and buff like that. And then all of a sudden, like something happens where he like deflates and he goes right back to his self that he was before, but he's still strong, right? He kept all the power, so he gets the glow. He's glowing.
He got to glow up.
Yeah, so that'll give us another variant of Munchie later down the line too.
And an 80s reference to the glow versus Munch, which I love. Munch Man, I can't get out of my head.
Yeah,
right, Munch Man.
You're talking about the Last Dragon. You know how he gets the glow. And at the end, that's the whole idea. This guy once you become a master maker, you get the glow.
That is so cool. Yeah, so I'm really excited about that. I mean, like, this is a really cool project. I'm so excited that you guys have decided to do this. We have some time. We have 7 days to go. 199 backers right now, and I think we can definitely get this up. I'm going to do my best to try and get as much awareness around this as possible. I'm going to talk to as many YouTubers. We'll do another. We'll do another countdown. The last day of this, and let's just see where we end up. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Regardless, I think that whatever happens, once you start putting the story together, once you start showing people, this amazing animatic and what the all these characters and explaining who they are and how they fit into the story, I have no doubt that you're going to really engage people. People are going to be invested. And I think that this is going to be something that people are going to really want to get behind. I think that you guys have done something truly special here. So thank you guys for that.
Thank you.
Right? So we hope we're going to do our best. We're going to try and push this to the very last day, and let's see where we end up. I mean, like it's a proof of concept that a lot of people are going to already 200 people want this.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And there are a lot of people who are just on the fence. I know that for a fact. I know for a fact there are a lot of people on the fence. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be crazy. Jordan from Canada, cheers, dudes! Absolutely. Good to see you, brother. Mike is saying hi to Jordan, and of course Jordan from Canada. Cheers, cheers, cheers. But yeah, guys, do you have anything to say to everybody who's already backed you and has shown all the support right now?
Yeah,
thank you.
Yeah, we're so. You know what? I'm so thankful. Like everything. The fact that many people want these guys as is, even with an incomplete story and, obviously still a work in progress, it just makes me so happy. I'm like, dang, I just like, I feel bad. I feel like I let people down, but I'm just going to keep moving forward. This adversity is good, right? It's how I deal with it at this point. Like, am I going to get depressed and become just a taker, or do I want to make something? And I want to keep going forward, and keep trying, And
that was his inner Master Chi taking over right there. That was his inner Master Chi taking over. No, it's just a huge thank you. And Danny and I embarked in this. Where we're at now, there's no way that I can even imagine to like you said, almost 200 people. So thank you from the bottom of.
I mean, obviously we hope for more, but it's like I wasn't sure myself. I was like, wow, I don't know, but you know what? What does it hurt to try right now? Where we're at, let's see how it goes. And I realized that that especially being a new toy line coming out that people don't know yet, I felt like maybe coming out with villains would have helped versus coming out with just the two cute characters. Maybe coming out with more more villainy characters would have helped a lot.
Yeah, but it's all about the baby steps, right? It's all about getting the progression going. And like I said, I think once people start understanding who these characters are, they'll connect with them more and understand how the world building is just awesome. You know what I mean? I'm very excited to see where this goes. But yeah, Danny, Esther, thank you so much for joining us tonight. And of course, it's not this isn't lip service. It's true. Congratulations on where you've already achieved. $19,000 is not a small amount of money. That's a lot of freaking money.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, toys need a lot more money.
Yep.
No, it's not the thank you. I saw A said it's not the end all, right, of all.
Yeah.
It's not. We're like you said, we're excited. We're excited. We're optimistic. Yes, we have our roller coasters because we are human, right? Yeah. But we're excited and we're so grateful for everyone. Everyone that we have met has been so amazing. Yeah. So thank you guys.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for being here tonight. Ramen, Kickstarter is not the be all and end all. There's only a small pool of audience on Kickstarter. So again, there's other avenues and but you know what? There's more to it. We still have 7 days, and not only that, no matter what happens, I know that eventually this is going to get made, no matter how it ends up. But I'm really excited about this, guys. Seriously, I am. Jordan from Canada, Danny, Esther, that's so nice you guys can share a hobby like this together. Yeah, what's it been like, guys? Like for the two of you, like
it's a dream, honestly, for me. I've always worked at away from Esther, and I'm like, I have so much creative energy when I'm talking to Esther, and we're working together. Esther, she's more in the creative side of merchandising. So just to clear that up, she didn't draw or anything.
I'm not an artist that way.
but no, I love it, honestly. We butt heads. We definitely butt heads.
But
yeah, a lot.
But majority of the time was right.
we know how to talk to each other, man. We know how far to push the buttons, and it's cool when you can be honest, because at work you're always like kind of like keeping it together. You're not really truly acting how you really want to act. At home, it's like whatever. And it's
I give him his true critiques.
Yeah.
So
and I give her the hard feedback that she needs to hear right away. It doesn't wait, like she gets it like right there.
That's awesome. But guys, thank you again for dropping by. Really appreciate it, and best of luck on the rest of the campaign. But again, we're going to be pushing for you. We're going to be rooting for you, and we're probably going to do a live stream to close it off. Yeah. And never say never. It's every possibility is still there, and I'm hoping for the best, and you guys should too. And again, no matter what happens, I think that once the story starts getting out, I think a lot more people are going to be invested in this. So,
thank you.
Yep, no worries. Best of luck, guys. Really appreciate it.
It's great seeing you guys, man.
Thank you, guys.
Have a good night, guys. Yeah, take care. So yeah, Chet, a lot of things on the go. So one thing I just want to bring back up, guys, thank you again for helping to support Gummit Up Makers. $19,200 of a $78,400 goal. We can do this, guys. We can make it. So we still got 7 days to go. Again, the closer we get, a lot more people are going to climb on board. But I wanted to just show a little bit more of the future of Gummit Up Makers, and there's a story behind this. There's a lot of world building. You know what I mean? And as Chet said, the pedigree behind this. I mean, Danny's worked for like Disney. He's worked for Pixar. You know what I mean? There's a lot, like in terms of like expertise. I don't think you have to be worried about that. These guys are professionals. And
the one thing about that too, I think is important for people to understand is like that pedigree is a lot, because there's a lot of toys that you see come out that have like a really good wave one, and then it just kind of slowly dies out. And I think with this is like it's endless because it's in his brain, right?
Yeah.
So wave one looks like this, wave two could look dramatically different, and there's just wave after wave after wave, you know. But yeah, this is all the stuff that he's worked on. So it's like,
it's just amazing.
Yeah.
And freaking incredible. Like, oh my God. Again, as you said, the imagination is there, right? So look at these guys. It's like they were meant to be together. You know,
who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want that?
Crazy. That is so good. Oh my God. Just absolutely bonkers, right? Again, just really excited about this project. Hopefully it does well. I'm really hoping for the best. They were at Motuniverse with us, and you know what, all packed up, ready to go back home. But you know, the journey was there. There he is. There was the man himself, right? And it was a great time. You know, they had so much support from so many different people, right?
Yeah.
And you know, Motuniverse really was a magical time. And again, we're going to be running that back very, very soon. I mean, you know, the best of luck to them. I'm hoping that we can keep pushing and getting as many people aware of this as possible, Chet. You know what I mean? I really want this one to get across the finish line. They just look awesome. You know what I mean? These are the oversized characters. They're gigantic. But the figures themselves, when they finally get produced, I think they're going to be incredible. So, you know, best of luck to Esther and Danny. And yeah, so a lot of great things going to be happening very, very soon.
Yeah, I think the last 7 days, you know, like there's a push that can happen. You know, we'll do our best over on SKN, and I know you've been doing this, and so they've been able to get around to a lot of channels already just to kind of spread awareness. So unfortunately, sometimes Kickstarter, everyone starts to pull the trigger at the last minute, and that's a good thing. But I do think they need to put this up on Kickstarter for sure. This is something that would drive it home.
I think so as well. I'm going to be talking to them over the next couple of days. You know, try to get them to put basically go balls to the wall on this one. I think they have to, right? These last 5 days, you basically you've got to do what you got to do now. It's no like you know, the time for second guessing this is over, right? As He-Man said, the time for talk is over. It's time.
Right.
It's time for action. You know what I mean?
Right.
The ideas are here. Everything's here. It would be a damn shame, you know, if we didn't get to the finish line. But regardless of what happens, I'm pretty sure that, you know what, we will continue to push this and make it happen. You know, and eventually, regardless of what happens in the next 7 days or so. But still, I really want to see this happen sooner rather than later. Yeah. So, Chet, a couple of things before we go back and circle back on Toy Hunter. I did want to just cover a few more things tonight to wrap up a little thing. SDCC exclusives are starting to be dropped left, right, and center. Thanks to our good friends over at toyarc.com, a wonderful news resource for toy news all year round. Give them a like and a follow. Tell them that Jay sent you. Dude, this one is freaking right up my alley. I don't know if you've seen these yet.
Yeah.
Jada is actually showing off these awesome freaking head packs.
This is ridiculous.
Dude.
This is like fun story. I only have Kin from this line, but then they released this pack, and I'm like, so I'm gonna need to get this pack, but then also like then I have to go back through and collect. This is the price point was great too. So this is awesome,
bro.
So it's so good.
I'm so
and the box. Can we talk about the box?
Yeah. The box is ridiculous. Come on. I mean, come on. That's something like. Hold on, wait. Yeah, you're right. The box is just awesome, man. Like seriously, continue.
You can hear the countdown in your head, especially because we could just turn on my system and we could just hear it.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's so freaking hilarious. I mean,
so good.
Like, and they include hands for the ones that actually have hands in the picture.
I wasn't sure about that, and then I finally realized, like, oh, okay, it's for the ones that show their hand at the end.
So not everybody has hands, but the ones who do, you know, because they're like, you know, it was so great. But like to be able to see all these guys beaten up, it's just classic. I mean, that was something that's ingrained in your memory because, like, again, we all lost at one point, right?
We all went into the arcade and put a quarter on the screen for next. and we waited. And then when you got that countdown and you were all bloodied, it was like, oh man,
It's so cool.
yeah.
And they even have Evil Ryu and Evil Ken.
Which is crazy.
That is awesome. That is freaking awesome. This is a must. This is a must buy for anybody who's at San Diego Comic Con. So yeah, definitely, and get there early because the lineups for this one I think are going to be huge. I think that people are definitely going to be chomping at the bit to be able to pick up this particular set. I am really excited about it. And yeah, just look at the detail, Chad. This thing is freaking.
Yeah, it's good, man. And plus, yeah, I mean, if you already have the figures, like, and you have player 1 and player 2 of them, then one of them can have these heads on it, which is fantastic.
That's so great.
Yeah, that one. DJ is a good one.
Oh yeah, DJ is freaking awesome.
Yeah,
like, and I love the fact they're like completely new sculpts. I mean, you got lumps on Dalsim's head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's not just paint deco. Like these are actual brand new sculpts.
Yeah,
you know I mean?
this was great. And the thing is too is like Jada makes really good figures because like these are really up close photos and they still look really good, you know?
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
That one's awesome.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy. I'm really excited for these, and again, get there early because you don't want to miss your chance on getting these guys. They're freaking awesome. So yeah, I really wanted to take a quick look at that one, and then Shin Akuma. I got Akuma actually. The SDCC exclusive. This one's also going to be a must buy. I think, especially if you have already got Akuma. This, of course, is God Akuma. He's freaking crazy. Love the new. It's basically a new colorway, but I mean, the guy looks ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like this is definitely one of those. Yeah, see the charge and everything. Like, oh my god, just so cool. And like you said, Chet, like I only have like Ryu, Ken, and Chun-Li. Now I'm gonna have to go and grab the rest of them just because, you know what I mean. I gotta see if anybody's selling their collection or something. I don't know, but I definitely want to be able to get all these guys. Like this is freaking sick. Look at that.
It's so
good.
My
god, it's just
they do accessories really well. By the way,
yeah,
like really well. So like this is a great. Like the amount of stuff you get for this is awesome. Did they say the price point on that, or they haven't announced?
Yeah, I think it's actually no, they don't have a price point. But if it's anything like past SDCC exclusive figures, I think it's going to be like $30 or $40 or something like that.
Yeah,
a little bit more expensive than your standard Street Fighter figure.
Yeah, then that eBay tax.
Yeah, exactly. If you miss out on it, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
So Scalper Sam and Flipper Frank and all those guys are going to be chomping at the bit for these. Here it is. So the Street Fighter exclusive heads are $50.
That's so good. I saw someone say a comment. It was in and it was like if Hasbro had done these, it'd be like $100. $50 for that many heads. That's just crazy. Heads and hands. Come on.
It's great. I'm totally on board. $50, it's a no-brainer. That one is an absolute no-brainer. There's no price on Goki on Akuma yet, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be around the $35 range probably. At least, right? So Mask Wave 2 is actually coming July 7th, probably for pre-orders. That's crazy. We've been seeing these ever since Toy Fair. As well as a lot of other places. So it's awesome to see that they're continuing the line for Mask. I'm really excited for these because I had the opportunity to actually they sent me a press kit for the last set, which was really great. I really appreciated the loyal subject sending me a set. And I did a review of the Rhino. The Thunderhawk as well as the Condor. I did those two reviews for Titan Toys, and I still have to get on the review for the other ones. But no matter what, they are absolutely cool, really excellent toys, and are exactly what they were back in the 80s. So they're exact replicas, 1-to-1 size of the 80s toys. So
I have all these original ones behind me on my shelf.
Nice. Dude, those things are worth their weight in gold, right?
Yeah, they are. Like I spent a lot of money to find ones that look like they were never used.
That's so cool.
These are great, man. I think, you know, the first wave kind of got some bad rap just because of some things were falling apart. But again, I know a bunch of people that had like Condor and Thunderhawk, and those came out really well. I think the bigger issues were with Rhino. But this is an exciting wave too to see this. I'm really hoping that if they keep down this path, I'd love to see Loyal Subjects do one that was like never released before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, because
like what Ramen Toy is doing right now, you know, the white, the great white, you know what I mean? The shark. Sorry, definitely the shark.
Yeah. I have the Ramen Toy Thunderhawk, and that thing is like above the bar when it comes to it's fantastic,
just gorgeous, absolutely amazing. And then this one really got me, Chet. They already announced this about a couple weeks ago, but Super 7 has Visionaries. Now, I am curious about these. These ones are piquing my interest because Visionaries to me aren't Visionaries unless they have their holograms. And according to the pre-order page, these come with holographic details on their chest and staff. Holograms are a lost technology, man. Like I don't know how they pulled this off, but apparently they've actually gotten holograms on this. Were you ever a Visionaries fan, Chet? Like this one?
So I was, but I think I wasn't. I didn't get too into it crazy because like I got distracted with a bunch of other toys, but they were great because of that feature, and the holograph stuff was things that like really I think you know, this is a time where play was a big deal for toys as well, not just like a figure, but it had to have some kind of play. And this was a feature that at the time, now it's probably more now because the art is kind of lost, but at the time everyone was doing that, so for them to implement it onto the figures was pretty cool.
Absolutely.
And this is reaction size?
Yep, this is reaction size. So they literally, and I do believe that they're O-rings as well. So I think knowing all, yep, they are O-rings. You can see it right there. So knowing that, these should fit in with the existing Visionaries line. If you actually have a collection of Visionaries, these should fit in pretty much perfectly with them. So it's going to be really interesting to see how collectors navigate towards this or gravitate towards this.
Are you getting the full set?
We'll see how far they go. Like with these two, definitely. At the very least, I'm going to pick up two of these guys. I love holograms. Holograms were always a thing for me, and they don't really fade. You know, what I mean? The holograms from yesteryear are still unless you start rubbing them or whatever. I think that they still last the test of time.
Yeah.
But this does beg the question, though, Chad. This is 3 3/4 inch. What are your thoughts about a 6-inch line on this?
Ooh. I think it would be cool. I'm just trying to think if there's an audience. I think you could test the waters, right? Like if these do really well and they sell, maybe you then level it up and release it. The only thing is I would be curious is if Hasbro will let them use the license for that scale, you know. But
it's always a question. Yeah,
it would be cool. I think, yeah. I mean, look, if these sell and they sell well, people that are in the 1/12 scale collecting, these would be unique. It definitely would be a unique. What are your thoughts on moving it to that scale?
I would be very interested in the 1/6 scale. I really would. I mean, Visionaries as a property, yeah, for sure. I had a couple as a kid, lost them or gave them away. Probably more than likely give them away to because my family's from the Philippines. We always sent gift boxes, care packages to the Philippines for my cousins who didn't have as much as we did. So it's very much in that style. But I would be very interested in a much like Silverhawks, much like Thundercats, I would like to see this in 1/6 scale as well. I think that there is a market for it. I think 1/6 is definitely where a lot of collectors are heading. But yeah, at the same time, the really issue. Okay, so here's the other thing. The real issue I have with any reaction figure is the unfortunate price point of these figures now, right? These things are like $20 each. You know what I mean? They're not cheap.
Yeah,
right?
it's 25 each for these. So it's
25
like
each. Yeah.
you're already 50 in on this.
Exactly.
You know?
So that's my only caveat on Super 7 and their reaction line. They are pricey, right? I do love the cards. I think they're very classic. You know what I mean? And they're all design. There is a lot of nostalgia here, and I think that's really what's going to drive the sales of this, right? But for me, at that price point, I would be interested more in a 6-inch figure. You know, even though I know that it's going to be a $50 figure, I think it'd be more, akin to a $50 figure rather than a $25.
Yeah, if they did these at 1/6, they'd probably throw it in their Ultimates line.
Yeah, absolutely. And I would be all on board for that. Like myself, that is definitely one that I could get on board with. So yeah, fascinating to see these.
I mean, they're really good paint jobs, though. I'll tell you that. Like
absolutely.
I'm impressed with that.
Yeah, for sure. And rounding out the Kickstarter, so this one we this one was actually kind of out of left field, but I was very excited to see this.
Bull Airs, yeah.
Sneak Attack Toys, right? And our good friends, Odd Frog Entertainment, I believe, they had a hand in this, right?
Yeah. Eddie and Kelly had a hand in it. Eddie did the sculpt for Chuck E. Cheese. Yep. So that's all Eddie's work. Yeah.
So very excited to see this come to fruition. I'm very excited about this, and of course, the Bull Airs is also involved. So got to get those sneakers in there, right? I think that's the first time I've ever seen Chuck E. Cheese with sneakers. But there he is. He's wearing some Bull Air sneakers.
Yeah.
And very excited about this. If anybody's interested in backing this project, they are very close. They have now, only 3 days in, are pretty much there.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And it just went up again. So
yeah,
it's $47,858,000 of a $50,000 goal. I think they are definitely going to hit this. I mean, like, it's any day now, any hour now, really. And yeah, you're going to get a whole bunch of different looks, a whole bunch of different accessories, and then of course you can buy the add-ons. You can get additional sneakers. You can get the what's called Ninja Turtle style pizza.
Yeah,
cake, the candy canes. There is the bull biters, like literally.
Which is crazy because they do own the license for that. So like that's awesome.
There you go. Right, and those are actually from Bull Airs themselves. They got T-shirts that you can pick up. That hat is awesome. That is a pizza crust hat. Oh my god, that's freaking cool. Even the freaking Mad Balls themselves, the sneakerheads. Sorry, they're not Mad Balls. They're sneakerheads. My apologies. Those look really, really cool, man. And of course, they also have the Bull Airs, Chuck E. Cheese. I think they're bringing these back. Right, I think that's actually
they're doing that. Also, too, for people that don't know, Bull Airs, like the quality is the same as Nike.
Incredible.
They just do fandom sneakers, but they're comfortable shoes, man. Really, really cool cats too. If you get to talk to them, they're
absolutely, man. They're
great people. Yeah,
they're the best guys, 100%. So I'm. Look at this. Only 10 made. So for 1,000, I think these are probably all claimed already. I would imagine they are.
Have to be.
That's probably already sold out. And of course, only one. There he is, Tom's photo, man. That's classic. Oh my gosh! I think this is a joke. I think this is maybe it's not a joke. I don't know, but it's only one available.
Did someone buy that?
I don't know. Maybe
check the pledges.
Let's find out. Let's find out if anybody actually. Oh my God! Somebody did. Oh crap! I can't believe it.
That's awesome.
Somebody bought it. You know, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna. Man, I'm gonna make fun of Tom so badly.
Dude, come on, that's awesome, man.
That's freaking awesome, bro. That is awesome.
That's so good.
That is so.
I'm so happy someone bought that,
dude. That is awesome, man. That is so great.
So here's the information, kids. When you do a Kickstarter, do a $10,000 one.
I know. Put yourself on there
for something. Yeah.
That is so cool. I love this. You can actually get the gold version. It unlocks as soon as they hit their goal. I think that's their goal. Right? Is that their goal? Yeah. No. It's already unlocked. You can buy the gold edition right now. How many people have bought the gold edition? 45 people have bought the gold edition.
Look at that. That's awesome, man.
That is sweet.
I would probably buy that, to be honest.
Yeah, why not? Right? They also have you get a free coin as soon as they hit 70. As soon as they hit their goal. Everybody gets a free coin.
As the stand. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's tokens. These are the tokens.
Yeah, they're the tokens.
These are the tokens. Oh my God!
Having those as a stands is going to be great.
That is so cool, man. I love it, man. Everything about this is really neat. Everybody gets. Oh, that is cool. Bull goes to Chuck E. Cheese. Oh, that's hilarious. I love it. You'll get that at 100K, and the packaging looks so sweet too, man. Like this is.
I love the packaging because it's just got the retro feel to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
So good. That's so good.
Yeah. You guys get on this. I know you have a lot of time, but you know what? At the end of the day, you don't want to miss out on this one. Yeah, they're very close. So this one's a guaranteed win. So yeah, absolutely, guys, get on top of this one. 27 days to go. Love this project. I think this is really, really cool. Let's get these. Let's get. And you know what? Hopefully they'll have even more unlocks as time goes by.
I hope they do. Yeah, this is great, man. It's great. And I think Big Bad Toy Store has the exclusive flocked version.
Oh, that's some people are gonna love it. Some people are gonna hate it. It's gonna be crazy. Awesome. I'm really excited about this. But you know what? You know what I'm more excited about though, Chet. I'm excited about Toy Hunter. Do you have any examples for us that you can show and like walk people through the app?
We just had a big update. Let me add that real quick.
Throw it up there. Let's talk about it. Yeah. You're welcome, Esther. Thank you for dropping by.
And I also have a seeker badge I'll be showing on here specifically. I'm working on people we know that went to Motuniverse. I'm going to work on unlocking this badge for everybody. So I added it whenever you want to bring it up.
Sweet. Mike says, I don't even collect Street Fighter, but I want the head pack.
Dude, yeah, like that. The Jada, I will honorable mention though, if you're into the animation on Prime Invincible, Jada is doing a Comic-Con exclusive Invincible figure that I was like, I'm gonna need that.
There's another one. Oh my God!
You're already $100 in at the Jada booth, man.
I know. I totally forgot. Right.
Just the Jada booth. You're $100 in.
That's crazy. And I totally forgot about the fact that they had the Invincible license. I saw that last year. Yeah, Boulder Hill set would be awesome. I hope they get that far.
Yeah,
sick. These are amazing. Back in the day, they were just like a weird scale. Yeah, they are a bit of a strange scale, but you know what? They're really cool too. Oh, dude! If they make it humanoids, I will faint.
I don't think they'll be able to keep those in stock.
Yeah, I will totally faint if they do in humanoids. I will faint. And humanoids would be so cool. All right, let's check this out. So I'll remove that at the stage. There we go. All right, talk us through this, Chet.
Well, this is obviously a test account. Thomas Hunt isn't real that I know of. But so we made some changes. There's a little bit of a change on like the levels you can get up to. Grail Hunter's maximum level. But we had the Motuniverse. This was the badge that you got to unlock if you were there, Eternity Abound. So from there, you could unlock this when you checked in. But one of the things that we did is this was for the scavenger hunt. So we're working on unlocking that for a lot of people that were there. unfortunately things came in and we weren't able to do the scavenger hunt. I think Jay left me. I don't see him anymore. So what's up, everybody? So we have a few more add-ons here. Obviously, we got Gum It Up Makers. And then one of the things that we're really excited about is on Radar. So a lot of people knew Radar. This is what was handling Motuniverse. There's a lot of feedback of like, hey, where's the community side? Like, you could go to a convention. One thing that I love is going to a convention, but I always like to just hear the heartbeat, and the heartbeat of the convention, I believe, is people that are going and just kind of saying what they want to say and having that communication. So San Diego Comic-Con is in there, but we released a brand new update, and we'll get into that. There's a new tab called the Syndicate. But inside of the convention, this is very familiar for anybody that used this for Motuniverse. Obviously has everything in here. We're updating this to have everything that we can for San Diego Comic-Con and every convention that we know of. But the one thing that we're mostly excited about is inside here, vendor panels, and then there was activity. You could see who's going to San Diego Comic-Con, but we introduced a chat feature. Jay, you're muted, by the way.
I said, "Oh wow, that's awesome." We got a chat feature.
So the chat feature is if you are going to the convention, you can click on chat, and then you can start having a chat at the bottom. If you scroll down, you can type away, and you can see everybody's interest in kind of talking through like what's happening at the convention. You can post pictures inside the chat. And then that brings us over to the biggest update, and we'll get into the collection side. I just want to kind of show everyone the bigger update is the Syndicate. So when you first get into the Syndicate, you have to read through the agreement that's basically just talking about your data, the images. You're going to agree to the rules to not be mean on there, basically. No graphic, no violence, anything like that. So you agree to that.
Don't be mean, everybody.
Don't be mean.
Don't be mean.
And then once you get in, the Syndicate is just a feed of everything that's going on inside the app. So when people update, you'll see the feed, the badges people are unlocking. And then there's also now for people that you're following, if you're following anybody, Discover is trending. So your feed and Discover are different. Trending is just what's happening on the app, and we're getting more and more people are starting to use it as it's rolling out. But now you have your XP, you're on the leaderboard, so you can decide where you want to be on the leaderboard by what you do in the app. Collection size, kind of cool to see how many things people have in their collections. And then if you are interested in chatting back and forth, you can go to messages, and then inside messages now, if you're following somebody, you can request a follow. Once the follow is approved, your chats then start to show up inside here, and now you can do messaging back and forth. So slowly moving out, and you can see if you join in a convention chat, any convention chat also does populate into your messages. So you can click here, and you can just chat, and then anything you put in this message will populate in the main chat feed that's over on the convention, so you don't have to keep going back and forth to the convention. So we're really trying to make it so that it is like the lifestyle app for collecting. I know that there's a lot of people that talk about there's other apps that do this stuff, but the one thing that I think that we do well is we do collections really well. So you can sort by anything, your collection value shows up at the top, and obviously we're making improvements on that. Inside your collection, you can go in and see. You can organize, like with notes, oldest, all. You can reorganize, title, price, low, high, newest with tags. There was a feature that we had in there to reorganize actually inside the collection. So here you can just click and you can drag it to move them around if you wanted to. We're bringing that back into here, but there's just some work that needs to be done on there. When you click on that, your collections as filled out as you want it to be. Notes is something where you'd use for like your location. So if you do it by bins, you want to add that in there. You can type in your note, what bin it's in, mark it as a grail, add tags. You can like it. whenever you create a collection, so this is your main collection hub, you can actually export all this if you wanted to. Click on here, and then it'll bring up a window of like, where do you want to export it to? You can save it to files, you can copy it. It's just it's a giant Excel sheet basically of your collection.
Is it a CSV or is it
Excel? It's all CSV. And so, one thing I love about the community is that there are people that are currently using this, and I love challenges. And so talking with Mike has a giant collection that he's been working on that's in like Evernote all over the place. So I said, yeah, send me your collection. Let me figure out how we can import that. But there was somebody else in the community that said, hey, I've been collecting for years, and I have all these spreadsheets that have like all these extra fields in them, and it's Google Sheets. They sent it over to me. It's about 9,000 figures, and it's very, very, very well organized. Well, I've decided to take that level. We can already import a lot, right? But this person had probably the craziest, most well-documented collection I've ever seen. And so I'm using that as test data to try to break the app so that we can figure out how to import that properly so that we don't run into this issue of like my collection's too big. So if you create a collection, you want to import it, there's a red arrow up here. It looks a little bit different on Android, but you click on that and then you can click import. One of the things I tell everybody is wherever you save that CSV file to, you can select it, do whatever you want. But one of the things that I added to this is this download the CSV template. And this is key. What you do is you download this, and then you could take it to like ChatGPT or wherever you want and take all of your data and say, hey, move all of my data into this template. And then you can come back in and you can hit, when you go to import it, you can select the CSV file that you just created and it'll import it into your collection. Same pattern. You just do export, and then you tell it where you want to export your collection. It exports it in a CSV file that works with our app. But we import from anywhere and everywhere. So whether you're using Legendsverse or you're using the Collector app, I think is one of them. Anything that you have your data in Google Sheets. We're working on a feature that'll be for Hunter Plus that you could just take a picture of like papers that you've written down on to import into the collection. So we'll auto map where it goes into the spreadsheet and we'll import it for you. And it is limited. A lot of this stuff is all data, so there's a lot of server side costs. And I know that a lot of people are always worried about, is this all going to be blocked behind paywalls? There are some things we try to let the majority of the app be used and get used to it for free. Like you can still do searches, you can still do live eBay searches. Just if you do Hunter Plus or another version of the in-app, you get more of what you already have. So like eBay live searches, you get from up to like, I think 30 days is what we store. Your collections go from like a 35 or 25 minimum to unlimited. You can have more than one collection. And then it's just more and more stuff that's coming out. It gets better if you do get into that. But the idea behind this was, we had talked about wanting an app that serves the community, that serves something that we love, and it just didn't exist. I think you have a lot of like AI apps out now that are like, scan any picture and get a price and do this and do that, but it's like that's kind of where it ends, right? And then they charge like a tremendous amount of money for scanning more than one figure. And so we're really thinking about this from the collector side out. And so inside the app, if you click on your profile and then you go into settings, one of the things that we changed, which we got feedback, was, hey, I'm not in the US, I'm in Australia, Canada, or Japan, or the UK. Can I change the eBay marketplace? And it's like, oh, it's just something I didn't think of. So we added that. So if you're on the free version, it defaults to your marketplace. So where your Apple account or your Google Play is located. But if you're on the Hunter Plus, you can click on the drop down and you can select. So we're currently in the UK, Canada, Australia, and Japan. So those are the markets we added here. So then when you start doing your eBay searches, it'll give you those market prices. So we changed that. And then inside, if you're worried about your privacy for Syndicate, you can come in and change these. And that'll help restrict you in the feed, so they either see your name or they don't. And then these two are the most important part of the app. I encourage everybody to use these. Reporting a bug helps us like understand this. When I say that this comes directly to me, I can't say that more. It literally pings my phone whenever I get something submitted by somebody from the app. So you just, the more information that you have, the better. And then severity, mark it whatever you want to mark it as. And then when we get that in there, you'll also be notified as we're working on your request, right? And then for app suggestions, this is what kind of drives the app, and we're leaning into the community here of like, what do you want to see in an app? And so fill this out as much as you want. You can say, where do you want it in, like search, collections, profile, other, is it a feature, enhancement, performance, and then label it and give us as much information as you have. So we get all that information. It gives us all the information about your device, what you're using, so we know how to replicate it and reproduce the errors or improve that. So yeah, there's a lot of updates that showed up. We changed the search to hunt. It's still the same thing. You can search by photo, barcode. Toy Hub now lives up here, so you can go into here and tap on whatever you want to tap on. And we're updating this as well. So if there's toys that aren't in there, let us know. This is our bot feature. So as things come out, you can go into Toy Scout, you can create an alert, and you can say, I'm looking for this figure. These are the keywords I want you to look for. I know it's releasing on Hasbro Pulse. So you trigger that. And then when you hit save, it triggers our server, and then we monitor those websites for anything that happens. As soon as you get it, it'll send you a pop-up, and then you can tap on it, and it'll take you directly to that figure so you can purchase it. So yeah, it's been a lot of work, but we wanted to improve that from Motuniverse. And like I said, I'm working on everyone that we know. Maybe Jay, this is something I could partner with you with. For everybody that we have emails that are also on Toy Hunter. We want to release this badge, which was for the scavenger hunt. And so once we can get all that, then we'll release this badge to everyone we know that went to Motuniverse.
That's amazing, dude. And again, anytime, always happy to collaborate. I'm very excited about this app. I think it's a really big advantage for many collectors. And yeah, there have been apps like this in the past. I mean, Action Figure 401, it's a great website for doing collections, but at the end of the day, this one's really convenient, and I see, and having used it firsthand, it's very powerful. You know what I mean, in terms of what it can do for collectors. Very excited to see all these new updates, and again, can't wait to use this at San Diego Comic-Con 2026. It's going to be a freaking blast. So yeah,
that's the thing too. So really quick on that, San Diego Comic-Con is like crazy, right? So if you're going to any panels, or like vendors, and as soon as they release like their panels, we'll add that. But like if you flag it as you want to see like Peter Brog, like it'll notify you when that panel's happening like an hour before. So we're really putting San Diego Comic-Con has their own app, but it doesn't do what our app does. And so this is something where if you've been to San Diego Comic-Con, it's Wednesday to Sunday. That's a lot to keep track of, and we do all of that inside this app. So I encourage anybody that's going to San Diego Comic-Con, download it, use it. If you're going to ICC Con right now, that's live in the app. You'll be able to use that as well. We have all of that set up as well. Yeah, so we have ICC Con here, so you can explore. We have everything in. All of their events are already inside of there. We have their map, which is what we had talked about. You could zoom in on the map and move around and kind of see where everything is. You got your vendors already set up. You have panels. So everything that you don't want to worry about, so you can enjoy your con, lives inside of Radar. So
excited. I am very, very excited. And of course, myself and Chet, we will be at San Diego Comic-Con in just a few weeks. I mean, it's just under a month now, Chet. It's getting so close. Are you going to be there all 5 days, Chet? Or are you going to take?
We're trying to figure that out right now. I know for sure I'll be there on Saturday. I'm going to try to get there. I'm going to try to maybe show up there on Thursday as well. But I'll be in contact with you to figure out how long I'll be there. Really quick, Pathfinder Bill. What is if you can just give me your hunter ID real quick, whatever that is. I will look into that. I don't know why if you're. That's interesting. Or actually, you could go in and submit that through the app, and I'll get everything I need. Just go into your settings and submit it. Also, make sure you're on the most updated version of the app. There was an issue with that 2 releases ago. So we've been releasing, and if you're on Apple or Android, they don't really update in the background. But we will get
Do you
that.
Do you just want to navigate to it? Show them where to do the report.
Yeah. So if you're on the newest version of the app, you come up here to your profile, and then under settings, and then do report bug, and then if you can mark it as urgent, I'll get that right away, and then we'll be able to fix that for you.
Sweet, awesome. Hey, three-star drawl is in the chat. What's going on, brother? Always good to see 3-star drawl. Shouting out everybody, and of course, it'll be here before we know it. Yes, Mike, and we will be spending money like it's just going out of style. It's going to be
so much money,
disgusting. It's going to be crazy. But you know what? The food is great in San Diego. I mean, like, oh my God, such a great time. And I can't wait to hang out with Alex and Chet and, catch up on all the events and everything like that. And, of course, seeing all the great toys and action figures and comics. It's going to be a freaking blast.
Yeah.
Guys, please, I want to thank my good friend Chet of Toy Hunter and, of course, Shadow Nose Network for joining me tonight. It's been an absolute blast. Thank you, Chet.
Yeah, it's been fun, man.
Yeah, Chet. Of course, guys, don't forget, please download the Toy Hunter app. It's an amazing application for anybody who's looking to catalog their collection, archive their collection, and of course for news and and conventions. It's a great way to find your way around conventions and of course keep track of the daily events and everything that's happening around town. Guys, please download it. It's available for Android and Apple Play, on the Apple Play Store as well as on the Apple Store and the Google Play Store. And it's an amazing app, and I hope you guys do enjoy it. Chet, what are you working on right? What are you working on right now, and how can people follow you?
Yeah, so everything that I'm doing and working on, you can see with my amazing friend and partner Alexander Thunderous Storm, who's always on Toy Chest on Mondays over at the Sarlacc, who is also on with me on Wednesday nights on Toy Box Chronicles over on Shadow Nose Network on YouTube. Also, Fridays, which is tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, we will be doing Good Morning Toy Box. It's really just kind of a prep of like what's happened all week, what's been going on. We'll go over all the major toy news and what to look forward to, either to pre-order that's coming up, but it's kind of our lead-in show for the Pixel Plastic Inc. And Pixel Plastic Inc., while we still talk about toys, it's more of a pop culture podcast. We get into movies, we get into comics, entertainment, we get into obviously toys. We do Pre-Order Mafia, which has been fantastic. We've been seeing a lot of Pre-Order Mafia conversation happening with Made Figure, Sleep with the Fishes, and Forget About It. We're also doing this Saturday again. It'll be Chad, it's Chad, Alex, and myself on Energon War Room. So on the Energon War Room, we go over, it's really just a book club. We're going over the Energon universe. It's fantastic. If you haven't read it, you should. We go over this week. We're going to be going over Transformers. So we've done everything. We've done Duke. We've done Cobra. We've done We've done one other one, but we go over these and we talk about them. We talk about how it's influencing the toys in the direction of Hasbro. And on the 10th was the release of Mask, which is fantastic. If you guys haven't read that, I highly encourage you to read it. Mask plays a big part in the Energon universe, and I love seeing how it intertwines. So my hope is that with Mask doing such a big push in the Energon universe, we'll start. Hopefully, my end goal would be for Hasbro to make a 1/12 scale version of Mask. So a lot going on, man. We're getting through and doing as much as we can, showing up where we need to, and it's been fun. And Toy Hunter takes up a lot of our time. Mask number 1 was amazing. I'm excited for number 2. I just got notified that 1 went through or something came through, so that might be you. So thank you for sending that over, Pathfinder. But yeah, man, we're just staying as busy as possible, working on Skull and Bones and waiting to show that to the world. So if you haven't followed Skull and Bones, follow that over on Instagram. And yeah, man, it's just staying busy. So
awesome. So guys, don't forget follow the Shadows Knows Network. Chet's going to be there tomorrow. Of course, they have some amazing live streams that they do at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and it's 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So follow those guys. Again, it's great. It's going to be great to see Alex, Chet, and all the boys back in San Diego. We expect to see Odd Frog Entertainment, all those guys, Eddie, Kelly. Shout out to all you guys. You were awesome. Thank you again for all the support you guys gave us at Multuniverse, and we hope to see you guys again in San Diego. Guys, if you're heading to San Diego, please let us know. We would love to see you. And of course, you might want to be able to download the Toy Hunter app so you can chat with us while you're at San Diego and keep in touch, and then we can tell you all the great things that are happening. One of the great things about the chat is you can tell each other, hey, this thing's selling out now. Don't bother coming.
Yep, exactly. That's what it's made for.
That's really what it is, because you know what? It's the most disappointing thing to have stayed in a line for 3 hours just to find out that you're not going to get a toy. So,
or if you're Mezco, getting there 1 minute after it opened and them saying they sold out.
Crazy, which happened to me twice.
Yeah, it happened to me. Happened to Alex and I as well. We were like, okay, we were here a minute after he opened. So.
It was just ridiculous. Absolutely, just pure stupidity. All right, Mike, we will see you at SDCC. Thank you, brother.
Yes, sir.
Guys, thank you for joining us tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure. I hope you're all doing well, staying safe. And as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. Good journey, everybody. And keep proud. Take care, guys.
Bye.